Hey Donella, hey Rowena, hey Carol, hey Jamie. I'm just sharing out to groups, guys. I'm on a little bit early, so give me a moment. Oh, wait, one second. What am I doing? Come on, get it together. I should have did this before I got on. Share to a group. Okay. What? That's not what I wanted. God damn it. Hold on one second, guys. That is not what I wanted. Okay. My brain is not firing right today. Let me see here. Where did that go? Okay. Copy. Share. Paste. Here we go. All right, share to groups. Doing that now. Give me one moment, guys. I'm sharing down the line to the groups. If you guys want to share out the feed, that would be greatly appreciated. Tonight is Charm Night. Hey, Ivana, here we go, right? Hey, Kelly, how are you? Oh, have a good time seeing the band. Who are you going to see? Thank you for sharing, Rowena. Hey, Janet, how are you? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Mary. So tonight is Charm Night, just so you guys know. These are paid readings, charm readings. I do have somebody that gifted a charm reading out tonight, so I'll probably give that away at the end of the night as the last charming to somebody that is deserving. But for those of you that are interested in purchasing a charming, you can utilize this link. They are $25 via PayPal. Mary, do you want your charming? Because I could start with yours if you want. Stacy, tonight's charmings are paid, so they're $25. If you use the Engelgeist 333 link, you'll see the PayPal link, and you can put them through. You can pay for the charming if you want to buy one. Mary, do you want to cash in your charming tonight? Because I owe you one. You paid for one. for Mick. Near future? All right, let's get started. For Mick, near future. All right, let's see what we've got, Mary. We've got a D, an O, and a G, or that could be God. Dog or God. We're kicking it off, Mary, with a dog or a God, whichever way you see fit. So either you're going to meet God or you're going to get a dog, girl. All right, let's look and see what's going on in your near future. So, first thing I noticed right out of the gate here is we have that football helmet. Feeling a little defensive, are we, Mary? Feeling like we need protection, maybe? Feeling like we're playing a little bit of games or games are being played with us. And it's right next to the anchor, which kind of feels a little bit heavy, obviously. You have the family charm turned upside down next to all of this too, which makes me feel like your home life is probably in a little bit of a funk or a little bit of a situation, that there's change that needs to happen. This is the 5th chakra charm, which is communication. It says to me that you are communicating clearly, sort of, or you know very clearly what it is you need. And I think that you're able to probably communicate that. Whether or not others hear it correctly, I don't know. I do feel like this, like I said, you do feel weighed down with the anchor here next to this football helmet. It feels like you've probably been taking a few hits, so to speak. And you've been weighed down by that. Next to that is the swan charm flipped over. So I feel like all of this is affecting your grace or how graceful you're being in your life. Or maybe you're not feeling very graceful right now, but you do have the bulldog charm right next to the grace, which that to me is always a symbol of like loyalty. So I feel like he's also sort of in this scenario, when I look at these charms together, I also feel like he's signifying not only loyalty, but also strength, you know? And it's funny that we had that word dog here and then we have the bulldog here, or God, right? We have the lizard up here in the high mind, which is the dreaming, right? And to me, that's sort of our ability to dream and make our dreams come to be. And I feel like you have your dreams, right? They're here, the lizard is here, but for some reason it's flipped over. Like I feel like it almost feels like this lizard is slipping away up this direction, the way that my pointer's going, like it's kind of sliding away, like we're losing sight of our dreams is what I feel like this lizard is telling me. And I don't want you to do that. But it feels like there might be some stuff going on here that is requiring you to sort of pay attention to what's going on right here and now in the immediate, like, home life or whatever, where there's I wouldn't say a struggle, but like something that's sort of weighing you down or giving you trouble. And it's hard to stay focused on sort of the dream. Let me just look at this. Oh, how interesting. There's an old Mexican peso coin in here. I didn't even know I put this in here. When did I put this peso in here? 10 pesos. 10 pesos. You have Jesus, but he's face down. So, and you have Pisces twice, Mary. You have the Pisces symbol here and you have the Pisces symbol here. Let me just look at this for a minute. I feel like what these double Pisces symbols are is they're telling you to trust your intuition. You know, Pisces is a very emotional, intuitive sign, and I feel like this is about trusting your emotions and your intuition. I feel like that's why you have both of these Pisces signs. Like going forward, everything is going to be about emotions and intuition for you. That you need to sort of keep those things in focus and stay true to those things. Keep them at the forefront of your mind. They're going to help you. You have the the hummingbird here, which represents joy. But it's upside down and face down right now because it's like, I feel like you can't access that joy right now because you're having a hard time creating it because you're too busy dealing with like sort of what's right in front of you. And you're taking it very much at face value. I also feel like Jesus, we have God here, right? I feel like Jesus is here, and I feel like this charm is saying to me, hey, Mary, I'm right here. Let me help you out, girl. Let me help you out. And you're not necessarily letting him. That's why he's flipped over. This says a wonderful journey is ahead. It is face upright, but it's upside down on this clear stone. So to me, I mean, not that this is a stone, it's a piece of glass, but it's clear. So to me, this is like about clarity. And I feel like the message is there. The journey is there and ready and waiting for you. But the fact that it's upside down says that like it's been put on hold or that you're like waiting on it. Maybe you're waiting for more stability. That's this 4. If you can see up here at the top, we have the 4 dice, which 4s always represent stability to me. And this is in the higher mind, so I feel like you need to feel more stable, more grounded, and feel that from a place in your higher mind so that you can move forward. The baby is here, and the baby to me feels like you being reborn. Or you feeling sort of like a baby in the sense of like that you need to maybe relearn things again for yourselves, right? Relearn things like as if you were a child again, right? Or that you might be dependent upon others for help like a child would be. And there might be some fears around that for you. I see you as a very strong, like independent sort of woman, but to me, and I think that you are that, I think that you believe that, and that's definitely what's fighting here in the center. But here, as we move into the future, like to the newness of this like new journey and feeling stable and wanting to move, trusting our intuition, trusting our emotions, and this sort of Piscean energy that our psychic skills, whatever you want to call it, as we trust that we move forward, we might find ourselves feeling a little bit like a baby would, right? Where we need a little bit of care or we need a little bit of, but it's going to be you that's going to have to provide that for yourself. Hey, Denise Ainsworth, how are you? Oh my God, I see Jesus. Yes, you do, Molly Ostott. You do. So, it might, I know, Tammy's baby. I know, I was thinking that too, but I think this has to do with you and your near future. So I'm not bringing Tammy into this baby thing. But I did think of Tammy when I saw the baby. And then the 10 peso note, to me, I feel like that is about funniness around money. And the reason why I feel that is because it's the Mexican peso, which means to me like it's sort of like I feel like because it's the peso, it feels like maybe it's not, you're not relating to your money very well or very clearly right now. Or maybe you're not feeling very secure with your money. You also have the black heart ring up here at the top. And so to me, that also makes me think that there's a possibility that, you know, there could be some sort of a union that takes place in the future. I don't want to get your hopes up like a relationship or anything like that. It could mean that. It could also just mean the strengthening of the union or the bond within yourself. And that's kind of from this baby thing too. It's where we're sort of becoming strong. We're learning to support ourselves. We're learning to carry ourselves through tough, adverse situations, relying on our intuitions, relying on our emotions, relying on our sense of self, and really strengthening that. Not allowing like the outside sort of world to dictate to us what we're allowed to experience or how we're allowed to experience it, right? That's this flipped over swan, is it's kind of like when we're dealing with adverse situations, or when you currently are dealing with adverse situations, even though you may communicate yourself clearly, it still doesn't always work out where you're able to behave the way that you want to behave, right? Oh, hey, Susan, how are you? So, what I feel like this is all saying is that first and foremost, God is definitely on your side. I think that's amazing that you got that. I think that, you know, I don't know that you're particularly religious, Mary, but like this Jesus charm here to me feels like there's guides, there's help outside of you that you can call upon and bring in. Be that Jesus, be that God, be that the angels or your spirit guides, whatever it is that you sort of feel comfortable with. I feel like that is also here around you, trying to help you work through some of these more heavier, defensive, weighted down scenarios that are happening for you. I do feel like this wonderful journey is ahead, it being when you're ready to go. But you're waiting for this sort of grounded stability feeling that I don't think you're going to necessarily achieve until you get moving. That's what you like. I almost feel like this is what you're going to get out of the entirety of the journey. But you have to go on the journey. You have to make the changes. You have to like sort of not like give up on the dream, right? Not give up on the lizard. Like don't let this slip away and stay stuck. Definitely trusting your emotions and your intuition, like your internal guidance system. Hi Divya, how are you? So I feel like right now it's about, I mean, near future is about when do you want to like sort of set your plan in motion, and when are you going to sort of release yourself from all of this kind of heaviness. I mean, I like the swan and I like the dog. I don't think that they're, and I even the helmet's fine. It says that you're protected or that you can keep yourself safe, but defensiveness feel to it. Like and next to the anchor, it just feels like you're like a little bit way down and feeling like on edge or having to defend yourself. And that to me, I feel like there's like joy and freedom here in this hummingbird that you want to access or you want to get to. It's going to take a little work on your part. But it's there for you if you believe it and if you allow it to be there. And it might be, like I said, this baby, is sort of it's new experiences, right? It's that kind of idea of having to nurture ourselves and take care of ourselves and learn new things and put ourselves into situations that maybe don't feel familiar, but we're gonna like learn from those situations and we're gonna continue to grow and become stronger and like, that union to the self, to our own heart becomes stronger. The sooner the better, she says. I'm doing okay. Thank you, Divya. Hey, Karen, how are you? So I think that it's all out there for you, and this is actually really like, I mean, I don't know if you're religious per se, but you can certainly rely on God, or you could get a dog, one of the two. Or you could get a dog and name it God and then talk to it a lot. I don't know, do whatever you feel like. Thanks, Molly. So does that make sense, Mary? Yeah, but see, you say every day is a battle, and that's this like anchor with this helmet. You need to stop looking at it like a battle. I feel like the swan is here, and we have this bulldog here, which to me is about like loyalty, strength, grace, nobility. I see the bulldog as being a very noble breed, right? And the swan is all about personal grace and handling things gracefully. And it feels like to me the swan is flipped over, so you're not able to handle things gracefully because you're looking at everything about how it's weighing you down, how fucked everything is, and you're communicating it very clearly, right? Your displeasure with it all. And as you vibrate that, you get more battles. But if you stop like focusing on the battles and sort of remove yourself from them, it'll lessen, it'll get easier. Hey Andrew. Sorry, I kicked the camera. So it will get easier, I believe. It's just a matter of trusting yourself and trusting sort of your higher power, whatever that may be for you. Listening to your like sort of intuitive guidance, your emotional guidance, and allowing that to bring you through this time. You're going to be okay. I love that my dog is in the other room playing with the squeakiest toy in the fucking house while I'm on camera. Well, the colored dice mean different things, Molly. Some of them mean, like, black to me means grounding. It can also mean negativity, but I feel like that's more grounding in this situation. I feel like it being a number 4 and on a black die represents the idea of grounding and stability. There's red dice in there that can represent anger or love. There's green dice that can represent money or healing. There's white dice that sometimes to me just sometimes signify numbers or they'll signify like spirit to me for white. So it really depends on what's on the board, where it lands, what the question is. That tells me sort of what the dice mean, kind of what I'm drawn to, how I'm drawn to interpret the dice. No, the dogs aren't sleeping there. Now that I'm in here, they're awake. One of them's in there chewing on a ball, Andrew. Yeah, I understand that, Mary, that you work every day to get away from the stress. But you can also remove yourself from the stress at any point in time. Why aren't they sleeping? Because I'm up and moving around, Andrew. It's like when I'm with them, they go straight to bed. But when I'm busy talking and stuff, they're like, oh, we can get away with shit. Daddy's busy. Daddy be busy. Wait, what? Oh my god, I just got an email from Publishers Clearinghouse that I won $10. What? It says, Dear Daniel Geist, on behalf of Publishers Clearinghouse, I want to congratulate you on winning a $10 prize. I know that you might be a little stunned and skeptical. Nonetheless, I can assure you that it's true. You are a prize winner. Before long, you will be receiving your check in the mail, which you can take right to the bank. You may have even received it already. In the meantime, however, you can consider this a bona fide confirmation of your winning. I do that online, like they send me emails every day and I play their like slots and all those stupid games in a hopes to win like $1 million or whatever. Because I'm like, if I don't play the normal scratch or lottery, but I'm like, how can you win unless you try somewhere? So at least my angels know that I'm trying here, like entering myself into a contest to win. And it looks as though I just got a email saying I'm a winner of $10. I don't know if that's true, but we'll see if a check comes. I know I am sleepy. I ate those jalapeno poppers before doing this, and so it's made me kind of tired. It's been a weird day. I went out. First off, I don't want to come on camera because I feel like I look like shit. So I feel like my eyes all like red and irritated, and I just feel gross. And then on top of that, I went out today to do grocery shopping, and I left that message in the group about like the panic that's going on around Facebook and everything, and um, about this whole, I don't even want to say it, this whole fucking pandemic bullshit. And I went to go do some grocery shopping just to get like dog food and things like that. And it was like literally the place was packed. Both places I went to, both places completely out of toilet paper, paper towels, all paper goods were gone off the shelves. It was just bizarre. And people were walking around like Walmart in face masks. It's like beyond. And so I think that stressed me out a little bit more than I want to admit. And I'm trying to remain open minded and positive. And so I just got what I needed to get so that I have my little groceries for the next week. And tried not to feed into the panic of everything. And it's ridiculous to me how crazy this can get in just a matter of days. So, and I was thinking about this idea that, like, you know, I guess I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist, but like, if retailers realize that we shop more when we're panicked like this and they can sell more to us, why not panic us every few years to like stimulate this kind of response out of us as a society? You know? And I was thinking about that. I mean, the stores were packed and it was raining in the middle of the day on a Friday afternoon. Like, people should have been at work and they were all out like panic shopping. I know I'm $999 and $990 away from that cool million I'm gonna walk with. Watch, I'm gonna win it now. I know, I can almost afford a charming. Exactly. Exactly. That's so funny though. I would probably have thrown it out. Like, if they came in the mail, I probably would have thrown it away because I never get anything from Publishers Clearinghouse. But every morning when I'm like having my coffee, I play those little TikTok